Can violence solve disputes between individuals? Yes, and I've seen it happen. When I was a sergeant in the Marines, I was in charge of 8 Marine military policemen who were guarding an ammo dump during a combined arms exercise, or what we would call a CAX. Our job was to make sure that this ammo dump, which is where they stored all the bombs and missiles, and these are actual bombs and missiles that were being used by aircraft and being dropped on ranges, was guarded from the rest of the not only Marines who were on base there, but also from the civilians who would go on to 29 Palms out in California to steal things. Now, this was a deadly force area, so we were armed and it was pretty serious business. But the problem was I had 2 Marines who got into a sort of a dispute over a Jim Morrison poster. Let me explain. One of them had posted a Jim Morrison poster in the guard shack that they had, which was just a tiny little plywood shack set up to keep the Marines out of the sun and any weather that might happen out there. One of those Marines was bored and he took his lighter and he started lighting the bottom of the Jim Morrison poster, thinking it was funny, come on baby, light my fire. The Marine who put the poster up did not think it was funny at all, and the 2 of them were really getting pretty upset with each other. A 3rd Marine went out there with me and they told me, look, Sergeant, you need to go out there because these 2 are gonna kill each other. So when I got out there, sure enough, the 2 of them were arguing and it was pretty heated. So I took their weapons. I said, you 2 go behind that berm and you don't come back until you get it figured out. So they both stormed off, kind of yelling and screaming at each other the whole way. The 3rd Marine was like, Sergeant, what are you doing? And I said, well, they're gonna go behind the berm and they're gonna get it figured out. And they said, well, you can't do that. And I laughed like I am now. I'm like, not only can I do it, I just did. So we waited a few minutes. Within 5 to 10 minutes, the 2 came back. They were a little bloody. They were a little swollen. Definitely, they were all full of dust and dirt. But they had their arms around each other and they were laughing. As they came up to me, I locked them up, which is to say I told them, stand at attention. I asked them both. I said, are you guys good now? Yes, Sergeant, they both replied. I said, am I gonna have any more bullshit from you guys? No, Sergeant. I said, good. You guys have got it worked out now, right? Yes, Sergeant. I said, good, at ease, carry on. And with that, I got back in the vehicle. That 3rd Marine came with me. And as we're driving back, they said, I can't believe that worked. And I said, well, if there's one thing I know about Marines is sometimes you just have to work things out a little unconventionally. And sometimes that means you have to beat the crap out of each other. So yeah, sometimes violence does work.